Hi, film I watched this weekend was A Different Man, the film by Aaron Schimberg about Edward. Stumbling over the names. Edward is an actor struggling with his career, but is also afflicted with a severe facial disfigurement. It's never specified in the film, but it is effectively a form of neurofibromatosis, which causes benign tumours to grow under the skin. He has great difficulty getting roles because of his appearance, and ultimately decides to opt for a new form of therapy, which has been made available to him, which he is told will help him with his disfigurement. And it turns out it cures it completely. And he's now a very handsome, good-looking man who claims that Edward has died. He takes on a new identity of Guy and goes into real estate. However, he discovers that his former neighbour, when he was living as Edward, has written a play about Edward and his struggles with the world with being facially disfigured. Guy, as he is now, decides to audition for the play and try and play the lead role without letting on that he is, in fact, Edward. But he struggles because he's not a very good actor, he can't remember the lines, and he's disconnected from his former self. And then in comes Oswald, an independently wealthy man, again, with severe facial disfigurement, but unlike Edward, he's cheerful and outgoing, intelligent, charismatic, charming, and everyone takes to him straight away. And he gradually takes over Guy's position within the play and displacing him completely. It's a fascinating story about attitudes to disabled people, to disfigurement, the internal landscape as well, because although Edward sheds his previous appearance and is now ostensibly handsome and successful, has it all, he still has that empty void inside. Whereas Oswald, who is severely disfigured, is happy and cheerful and gregarious and liked by all. So can Edward really blame all the problems that he has in his life on his disfigurement when someone else who has the same problems seemingly has a charmed life? There are all kinds of questions about this, and Edward's attempt to emulate Oswald later on with disastrous consequences. And the film, in many ways, is a comedy. There's a dark humour running through it all the way through, with the almost farcical nature of their relationship, and Edward attempting to star in a play about himself, but doing so badly that he is supplanted by someone else. It's a fascinating study of identity, of self-awareness, of self-image, as well as the way we are perceived by others. And it's really fascinating and engaging. There are terrific performances. Sebastian Stan as Edward/Guy is superb. I've never seen him, I think, in a major dramatic role before, other than in the Marvel movies, and he is absolutely terrific. Renate Reinsve, I'm sure I'm pronouncing her name wrong, as the neighbour playwright is superb. She's slightly too shallow. She's slightly too absorbed and sort of not fully aware of her environment and not picking up on things, which I found very interesting. And Adam Pearson, an actor with genuine facial disfigurement, I thought was superb as Oswald. He's charming, he's likable, he's the life and soul of any party. He's intelligent and well-read, and as mentioned, independently wealthy, so he doesn't have to work. He's everything that Edward wants him to be, and he's incredibly likable, even when he's sort of aware of how lucky he is. He's kind and he's gentle to others. He's impossible not to like, and that's the problem. So it's a very intelligent, thoughtful, intricately woven story about the hole inside this man, about the hole inside Edward. It's, I think, a film that's worthy of study, and I only watched it earlier today, so I think it probably needs a bit more time to sit, a bit more time to be digested and cogitated over. But I liked it very much, and it's, I think, one of my favourite films of the year.